I think the way they operate is very unbiblical. I don't think that there's any mediator between you and God besides Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. See, I would say, honestly, until recently, I hadn't done a whole lot of thinking about it, but I guess I could definitely see the argument, and I always kind of like on of the opinion that less of judging the religion itself or the denomination or however you want to look at it, and more judging the fact that just it seems like they're very hypocritical. A lot of them don't seem to actually do what they even are supposed to do according to Catholic beliefs. And then, a lot of the things that they are doing are weird and seem unbiblical. So it's a hard one, too, because it's like, I would say, overall, they believe in the basic tenets of Christianity, but they add in extra, but then essentially you could that's essentially how a lot of cults operate, I guess, is adding in extra, but they usually take things away, whereas the Catholic Church kind of keeps the basic tenets of Christianity while at the same time adding in a bunch of new things alongside of it, which I guess just makes the word more muddy.
I think that's kind of true, yeah. But I also do think that they do take some things away. Like, I do think the Bible very clearly spells out that there's only one mediator between God and man, and that the only way to the Father is through Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And so, like, when you get that wrong, you kind of miss the point. Like, if there's any other way, you're missing the point entirely. I also have like a really big problem with the way the Catholic Church is set up, like with the Pope and how much power he has, and I just think that it's not like how God intended for the church to operate at all.
Oh yeah, 100% on that. I definitely think the Pope is the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, very weird.
It makes no sense, and I don't see any real biblical reasoning for it.
Yeah. If you ever like go on a deep dive into like the origins of the Catholic Church and like Pope the like all of the popes themselves, I think this is the 76th like Pope that the Catholic Church of Rome has had now, or 176, one of the two, either 76 or 176. But like if you look at each of them, they're all like terribly like monstrous human people, like humans at their core. Like it's like the history is just extremely disgusting. And I do think that the Catholic Church being such a world power comes into play with like the whole one world order. Like you don't see other quote sects unquote of Christianity having as much power as Catholics do in the political realm. And I think that's because they are worldly. It's a worldly religion. But
yeah. No, so again, I guess I haven't put full like thought into just the mere question that I asked you.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see the argument for it. So I'm just saying I'm not like 100% on it either way, but I can definitely see, I've got a lot of problems with it in general. I'm just saying I'm not 100% sure able to define it that way just yet, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I can see that. And that's why I think it's, like I said, there's so many different things that are weird about it of like, I don't understand why it is that they feel like you need to like pray to Mary or whatever to like get the prayers up to Jesus. Like, hey, can you pass? Like we're playing telephone with Mary. One of our guys is like totally speed glitching, the no gamer. Or no
Quit
game X?
or stay?
No
Quit
game
or
X?
stay? Do you want to quit?
We'll just stay for now, I guess. I
I
don't
don't
want to
really
try
like
to.
playing with laggers, or whatever it's called.
Well, I don't either, but at the same time, I don't like waiting 10 minutes to get into a game these days, and once you get into it, I'd rather just play it. Unless it gets really bad. We quit the next one. Ah, wow. I was trying to get to the ledge so I could get in cover. It was too late. What? Nuh-uh. Whoa. Get down. Stupid guy wouldn't get down.
Your guy?
Yeah, my guy. Ah, too late. So I'll give you like one of the reasons though that the chick that I was talking to yesterday, it's Bizarro You, likes one of the things that she likes about the Catholic Church, which again, granted, I think a lot of them are superficial, but one of the things that she liked is kind of related, where like, say, they used to go to our church, and our church has like Sunday school for kids and kids church too during the service. Not like you have to go to that or have your kids go to that. If you want your kids to go to the service with you, they totally can. But and also the older ones, they have their own, there's not like their own service for the older ones. It's just for the younger kids, right?
Right.
But anyway, so one of the things that she said, well, she's just like, well, I like such and such church because they, like, everybody takes their kids with them to church, and I just like having my kids with me, and there's no separate, like, church for them, blah, blah, blah. And then saying, oh, I felt like it's like a very, like, reverent, like, service. So liking, I guess, just how it seems, I guess, more traditional or less modern or something.
Chopped up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, do you have any other, like, main points particularly aligned with that religion?
I thought it was hard to pin down specifics, except apart from ones that were superficial, and she said she listened to there's some like podcast that she listened to, I think, that was related to some of the things that she believes about other things, and that lady was a Catholic, and then was talking about how why Catholicism made sense to her, and how she's like became more convinced by some of those arguments, I guess. And a big part of it is just that her husband is from a Catholic background, so I mean I think that's a big thing more than anything, of like at the point where when they came to the point that they decided they didn't want to go to our church anymore, they were probably just like, well, let's go back to what we know, in a way, even if they're trying to come up with other reasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also, she has an interesting background because like her grandpa was like a really devout like Jehovah's Witness, and I think almost in a way that's a part of something that like pushed her into the Catholic Church, because Jehovah's Witnesses are really against Catholics, so almost like she just kind of like did a 180, because now she's not Jehovah's Witness, obviously, which is good, you know, but like, I guess since the Jehovah's Witnesses apparently really rail against Catholics, that almost like, you know, made them seem more appealing or more correct in a way.
Interesting. Yeah, Jehovah's Witness is also a very interesting cult.
Super cult. That's so that's again where I would say, like, you know, the Catholic one, I'm like, I haven't thought about it too much. Like Jehovah's Witness, Mormons, like for 100%. Oh, yeah, it was a bad idea. Sorry.
Are saved, or do you
Oh,
think that
no, it's a cult.
they strong now?
Strong, no. Why? Do you?
No, but I just had a conversation with my husband about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't know that some people were unsure of whether they were saved. I thought like most mainstream Christians were like pretty set on that, you know?
Yeah, well, it all depends on what you consider mainstream. So, if you're what I would call a progressive Christian, they are more and more willing to just basically acknowledge almost anything that like just like even resembles a Christian church in any way as being like, yeah, well, that's probably fine. Versus, you know, people who have, you know, very set, like, you know, where we are very much going by the Bible of what the Bible says is, you know, you have to believe and able to be, you know, a Christian and be saved.
Ooh, beside you. No, he's coming. Ah!
No, hold on.
Nice, there's one more. He just ran away.
Don't worry, I was gonna drop you like a bad habit if you know he came around the corner. Uh-oh, this game's a little too close for comfort here. Uh-oh, I got a guy down. Whoa. Oh, no.
Bring out.
My word, I wanted to really, you know, throw my Indra or whatever that's called. The Alvarado, I say the wrong word. Anyway. Uh-oh, Hunter. Got him. Oh, my word. Uh-oh, watch out. El Dorado. Woo!
I don't know how happy I can be about that one since we're playing with a cheater. You want to back out? Oh, never mind. I think you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Yep, I'm back. Sorry. Oh, I got one person. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's fine. All right. Well, that person was cheating, but it obviously didn't help our team all that much. You know, we had at the beginning of the game we weren't even winning, and we just barely won. You know, so they weren't a very good cheater.
20 downs. It's not too shabby.
Was that the? Let me see. Who was the one that was cheating? Let me see.
The guy who had 20 down.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't even pay attention to like the final score. Yeah, that's true.
What do you think about euthanasia?
I think it's evil.
Really?
What, you're pro? You want to move to Canada and get it taken care of right now?
No, not at all. I was just saying really dramatically just because.
Sounds like a perfect plan for like a villain. You know, I'll convince them all. It's a great idea. Canada loves it. You can get like, you know, assisted suicide over there. Like, even if you're not even old, like you could just like literally be like, I'm suicidal and I really hate my life and I'm not making $200,000 a year, so I really think I want to kill myself. And they're like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
We understand. Like,
crazy.
Then you wonder why we're, you know, birth rate of these countries is dropping off like dramatically for places like Canada, the United States, Japan, yada yada yada, European countries. Like, they're encouraging people to work more, have kids less, and also if you want to kill yourself, that's cool. Sorry. Whoa! Oh, they're gonna revive him. Oh! I've got nobody to back me up.
Terrible way to start the game.
Help! No! Oh, yeah. Oh man, I was almost revived. Crap.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, man. I'm not doing too hot.
No!
I just died twice. That's crazy.
It's no good.
Okay, I'm getting my head in the game.
Maybe I could make this argument about euthanasia that you would appreciate, is maybe more and more people are looking at other people as if they're just animals, in the same way they look at their dogs, you know? And they're like, well, we do it with our dogs all the time. What would be the difference with doing it with people? They're basically the same. Right? Dino Pack needs help.
He's done so.
Oh, frig. I'm down and I'm out.
Hold on.
Help!
There's 2 down in front of us. Oh.
Oh.
I'm down. No one behind you.
Well, at least I finished the one off.
There's one more down.
There's one more down, but as long as they're not getting revived, I don't care.
Behind you.
Whoa,
Never
it's too
mind.
late.
We're gonna take care of
Should have
it.
stayed down. Blast.
This Dino Pack dude is like really.
You're not doing well.
It's not that he's not doing well. He's just not doing anything.
Yeah. I need to send you the picture I took the other day of one game I had where I like just destroyed, and you would have been proud of me too because I only had like 2 deaths too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody coming at the side of us. Side. Watch the side.
Oh no! I tried to get to the side to regroup. It was too late. They already shot me down.
Wow. Revived him just to squander it.
Aw, bummer. Ooh. No! What? Oh, come on. Wow, really?
Whoa.
Have you ever met anybody who is pro-euthanasia, by the way?
It's not really a topic I talk about often.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's never came up.
Oh, no. I'm down. So down. Yeah, it's not happening. It's okay. Oh no! Whoops.
Oh no. I saw it. I was like,
Yeah. Oh no, I was trying to get away. I got away. Far away. Oh, didn't see that coming. Oh shoot.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Oh, crud.
Ooh, Two down by the Eldorado. Nice.
Uh-oh, I think they've been revived. Oh, stupid. Ooh. Yes. Oh man, I'm out of ammo, and I'm down. Yes, thank you. Oh man, where's my ammo? Up on the hill. I'm in trouble. Ah. They're coming this way. Oh! I'm down. Oh, I'm out. Dag, man. Somebody jumped on me. You know, we're gonna lose this game and it's gonna be so stinking close. Uh-oh, get laser. Dag! Who died? It was me.
Oh, dang.
That was lame.
A little bit. We had a bad start on that game. Otherwise, it probably would have been a good one.
Yeah, we had a deficit we were trying to make up, and we got real close at the end. It couldn't close the deal.
Yeah. That 2 deaths in like the first minute really got me.
So I have a question that I want to ask, but I almost don't want to ask.
Oh no.
I know, right? Because I want to compare just to Bizarro Worldview. So, Bizarro Worldview is also was really against having, or pretty against having babies in hospitals. Is that something you're against, or do you go for hospitals?
I had both of my children at home.
See, I knew it! See, Bizarro Worldview is the same.
So, medical intervention is necessary for some people with complications, but I think that if you don't have any sort of medical history or something such as to make you want to have a hospital birth, I think the atmosphere of having a home birth is way more healing for the woman and baby than it is in the hospital. Also, it's not as expensive, and I do find that doctors do push certain procedures that aren't necessary, which is not helpful. So.
Can't you just say no?
When you're kind of like, so there's like a medical tumbleweed. So once you are in labor for say you're in labor for 6 hours and you're getting really tired and somebody asks you, do you want an epidural? And you're like, yeah, just give it to me. I'm in so much pain. So that's your first one. So then you're going to have the epidural. Maybe you'll fall asleep because you're like, okay, now I can't feel the birthing pangs. And then maybe you don't progress any further, they say. So by 8 hours, they're like, okay, we need to Pitocin to speed up your contractions. And so you're tired, you're loopy, Oh, he didn't finish reviving me. Oh no.
Yeah, that was not cool.
Wow.
Oh, and that. Oh.
So, like, you're tired or loopy, maybe you'll say yes to Pitocin. Knowing pretty much about it. Then you have this Pitocin.
Which is what? I don't know what that is.
It's
Pitocin.
it's like a hormone kind of that affects your contractions. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
So if that doesn't work out for you, they're going to be like, hey, you're still not advancing. You need a C-section. So you could have said no at the early point, but your moms are just so tired and exhausted and mentally.
Isn't that what having the husband there is for?
Husbands don't read. They don't prepare across the board. I gave my husband a few books to read about labor and delivery
Mm-hmm.
and parenting. He didn't read a single one, and I think that is the story for 90% of men. Men are just not big readers.
And so then who are you having help birth the baby?
So I had my midwife there. But I did want to have a rebirth, which is basically just myself alone, but my husband wasn't comfortable with that, so we had a midwife with both of our children. And cool story, it was the same midwife that delivered him. So that was
that's
pretty
weird.
fun. No, it was really cool. It's like a full circle moment.
I don't know. It sounds exactly like the same sort of thing of like, well, yeah, and we had, this surrogate birth our first child and then our fifth too. Yay! Isn't that nice?
Surrogate? Well, it's completely different. I had my own myself.
I just mean the sentiment that you're talking about with your husband.
Because we find it cool that the lady who was doing.
Yeah, just that alone. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm like, I'm way more against surrogacy. I'm not really, I mean, I'm just like, in my opinion, I'm just like, well, the hospital has done a lot more births than, I have. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. And, then if you have a midwife, I'm just saying, if there's problems, why not already be where you need to be? Which is the hospital.
Because the location. So first of all, well, midwives are trained to handle some issues you might have.
Yeah.
But as far as like surgical procedures, a woman being in the hospital can increase stress. And stress is the main enemy of labor. It can cause you to not dilate. It can cause you to even completely stop your labor, which if you're in a hospital setting is going to make doctors think, oh, she's not progressing. So again, back to the C-section thing.
Help.
Which happens a lot.
Come on, bro.
So when you're in a place where you're relaxed, that's ultimately the best decision. So if somebody is most relaxed in the hospital and is educated about their choices, then so be it.
Right. Well, I guess I would argue too is that's a you thing. If you're going to just build it up where you're going to be stressed about being in the hospital, then yeah, I guess do whatever you're going to do, I suppose. But at the same time, if you just decide you're not going to be stressed about it, as long as you know what you want, you're going to say yes to whatever, no to whatever else. I'm just saying, I described it like this to the people that I was talking to about this very same thing yesterday. Was like, if I would never want to kill anybody, but if I had to kill somebody, let's just pretend, okay? I would not relish doing that thing So I would not want to ever go back to the scene of the crime. I wouldn't want to be like, yeah, this is where it all happened. So in other words, that's another reason why I'm like, let's do this in the hospital, because I'm not going to come back here to this specific room, because if doing it in my house is going to traumatize me. I'm like going to be like, yeah, that's what...
Traumatize.
No, I just mean like
Traumatized.
it's disgusting, bro. Birth is gross. I don't want to be like, that's where it all happened, right in there,
Oh
And
my
now we have to burn
gosh.
that building, burn that room down,
So birth is gross just because of like the whole like blood and baby poop and stuff kind of like.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
so does that mean you don't want to have a bathroom because your wife has periods and she changes her pads there and you poop in there and pee in there?
Well, it all goes down to the toilet. You're not. I'm
Like,
assuming you're not having the baby in the toilet, are you? You know.
no, of course not.
Well,
No,
that's what
but
I. Yeah, that's good.
you have like precautionary like cleanliness, sanitary pads, like all sorts of things. Like you don't just like have a baby like on the floor and like have all the blood there.
Okay, I'm just saying no.
But
No. No,
all
thank
right,
you.
I would say that even though labor is like in the whole birthing is hard and whatnot, I wouldn't say it's disgusting.
I
I would
would.
say it's a beautiful process that has kind of like weird things that you got to get used to.
Well, we can obviously compartmentalize. I'm saying, the result is beautiful. The process itself is disgusting. I'm like, I don't want to have anything to do with it. It has nothing to do with it being humans or anything like that. I don't want to see any dogs giving puppies either. I don't want to watch the Discovery Channel watching the whales have it happen. I don't want to see it. No. Whoa.
I don't know. I think every natural process is kind of gross in its own way.
Well, maybe so. And the same way, what you're talking about with the bathroom is just, I know we all poop, but I don't want to watch somebody do it.
So you were in the delivery room with your wife?
Oh no, I was, because I was forced to be there. But again, it's not like I did anything. I thought that's why I was paying the doctors, That's their job. Who didn't even show up, by the way, at least in the last one. It was just like the head nurse or something. I guess that'd give credence to your argument, maybe, just being like, well, they didn't actually believe my wife was like really about ready to have the baby, so they didn't call the doctor soon enough. And by the time the doctor actually got to the hospital, it was already over. But at the same time, clearly there's like a whole team of people there, so they have somebody else who can do it. I just feel like, at that point, if you're not going to have the actual doctor who's supposed to be birthing the baby there, then there should be at least a discount or something. If you're not going to do your job,
Yeah, like I mean, in hospitals, like nurses will tell you to wait to have the baby until the
Yeah,
doctor arrives. Like,
yeah,
isn't that disgusting and gross?
yeah.
Just so
Obviously,
they
that's
can,
ridiculous. That's
yeah.
insane. And that's literally that's exactly what they said to my wife as well, and she was like, "Yeah, no, that's not happening."
Yeah,
But also
it's
because
so terrible.
and what I said too is, I'll say one thing, just like to give them a little bit of like slack, while at the same time not, is that the problem is they see so many people. I'm sure there's a large group of people, or a large group of women who come in and they're like 16 hours away from actually having the kid, and they come in, they're like, oh man, it's happening now, it's coming, it's gonna be like any minute, because there's certain, I mean, there's just certain women, I'm sure, just like any other person, who have a really low tolerance for pain, where my wife is like the exact opposite of that, who has a pretty high tolerance for pain, and just also is not very emotional. So in other words, when she's like, yeah, it's gonna happen now, she's very calm. So they probably didn't believe her, you know what I mean, very well, because they've just seen too much where there's people who are like, oh, it's so terrible, and it's like they're so far away, you know, from it being real. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a flaw on the medical professional's part, because you should treat every patient as a completely different case, and not hold too much of past experience as like prejudice, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I would say that I would agree with that too. Is like you should treat every single patient as a blank slate, but I think at the same time they have that experience and they're leaning on the experience. You know, whether it's, you know, conscious or subconscious, you know, that, you know, is affecting their decision and the way that they treat that person. You know, so if you have to be a little bit, if you, it's kind of like the old expression of like the squeaky wheel gets the grease, meaning like, you know, it's about the who complains the most, and then they pay attention to you. If you're a little bit too relaxed, then they assume that it's not that big of a deal, or it's not that serious yet. Ah!
I got 2,
Nice.
but I didn't get either of the downs.
Well, it's because I got 1.
Oh my god.
What?
That guy he fell off of his ledge on another thing, so...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Help! No! I'm just running away from the guy, crawling away from him, wasting his time, you know. I knew I wasn't gonna actually get away, but, you know, I figured I might as well take up some of his time. I got him.
They're coming.
Where? Oh! Oh, no. Ah! I'm down.
Sorry, I'm out of ammo, so I couldn't help you.
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay, I got ammo, but I only have 30. So, let's see what that does for me.
So I guess, and part of this other woman's like problem is that, you know, why she's against the hospital thing is too. She's concerned about them like taking the baby away
Right.
at some point, and then getting the baby either mixed up is a concern, because she's very fearful of that. I don't know, but anyway, and then also concerned that they're gonna take her away, or take the baby away, and then, you know, vaccinate it for something without her consent.
They do both of those things. I would be concerned about the vaccination part too.
Whoa, ouch!
Also,
Stupid corner guy. Camper.
Also, hospitals take your placentas and they sell them. I think that's weird.
Oh, that is super weird.
Because they're like super like health, like, well, not healthy, but they have a lot of health benefits. They're used in like skincare, to be consumed as like different kinds of medication, biotesting. Yeah.
We need to get a new conversation.
Too gross?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gross you out. I'm gonna tell you something.
No.
Gross.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. No.
Okay, fine.
So, Catholicism.
Yeah, right?
Crazy,
that
right?
Catholics think that they're actually consuming Jesus' body and blood when they
Oh yeah, actually that is
have
super weird.
communion.
That is super weird. Ah, crap!
That
You
I will
stupid
never
punk.
understand.
Yeah, I don't know where in the world they think that, why they think that is happening, and why that would be a good idea, you know?
It's the Eucharist, right? Is that how you say that? Eucharist.
Yeah, yeah. Do they think that that's what Jesus did, like, at the original, like, Last Supper? Do they think that
Yeah.
he, like, converted it there, too? Oh, blast it. It's so creepy, like, at
No,
that
you
point.
crawled the wrong way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Oh! I know he's mad.
Get him. Oh, no.
I had low health.
Blast.
Yeah, but I don't spend too much time learning about Catholicism, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't done a ton of research on it. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff about it. Oh. Help. I'm down. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Yes. Thank you. Oh, no, he left me.
Up top. Oh, he has a heavy weapon.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Nice. They've got slow revive. That was the slowest revive I've ever seen.
Right? Oh, come on.
I'm gonna see what I can do for you. Probably not much.
It's too late for me, sorry. But hey, my bro downed somebody for me, so there's that.
That's something.
Something. Oh, now they killed him. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. Wow. I'm really doing bad now.
I'm down.
Where you at? Oh, I think somebody's got you.
Somebody's swinging in on us.
Uh-oh.
I heard somebody. I don't see him though. There he is.
Where?
He's by the Dorado. Maybe he's got.
Oh.
Wait. Maybe he's been got. How do you say that? I don't know.
Ooh, what? You've got to be kidding me. That's crazy. Hit that person so many times.
No bueno. Hey, we were winning a second ago.
I know, what happened? Probably
know,
me.
that's
I
bogus.
happened. I started doing really bad. Get over there.
Oh, all four of them were just storming around me.
Wow. I had 4 on me. Oh my goodness. So terrible. Get him.
2 down.
Nice. Oh man, they killed my sidekick already, really? Got one. Got the brute.
Ooh,
No!
that was close.
Wasn't me this time, but
Wasn't me either.
I definitely have plenty of blame to go around for this game, though. Oh, except for the guy underneath me, he died 16 times. That's pretty bad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he did.
That's pretty bad. You know, I feel a little better now.
I kid you not, I think that is the most I've ever seen somebody die.
That's no good. That's like half of the game, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I've played with him before. I feel like he does better than that normally. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been playing with him for like the
Yeah.
last 2 matches. He was pretty okay.
Yeah. Well, I just mean in general. Like I feel like I've played with him like even in the past, and he's usually does better than that. So, there's something super. I think this is super bizarre, and you have to tell me whether you think it's super bizarre. We have some friends, or we have a friend that will sell stuff on Facebook like all the time, which is totally fine. I do that sometimes. But the things that they sell sometimes, especially her, are like the most bizarre and like low value items. And it's just like, if you're gonna sell it something for that amount, why don't you just throw it away or to give it to a
Like
$3.
$3.
Yeah, literally $3. Like there is a post out right now that she has where she has selling on Facebook Marketplace like 12 pairs of underwear. I'm assuming used.
What?
For $3. For $3. And I'm like, that is just, first off, that is disgusting, which again, you may now notice that I'm easily grossed out. And, and second off, who's like, yeah, I'm definitely, it's worth my time to, gather all of these underwear up and, take pictures of them and then list them and then try to meet up with people so I can make a whole $3. What in the world?
That is so funny.
It's funny and disgusting.
I think that if it's that low value, just give it away for free.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, either put it at the curb and say, "Hey, I've got this thing; it's free," or take it to if it's something that I don't even think like if you took it to like the Salvation Army, I don't even think they would take that. They'd be like, "We used underwear. We're gonna throw that away." That's not something we're taking. So I don't even think that a place like that would take it, which normally would be my go-to. Of be like, well, just give it away to those guys, but they're gonna be like, yeah, no, thank you, thanks, but no thanks, So, pretty bizarre. It was like, no. Get up there, you idiot! No! I'm down. Oh man, I'm not gonna make it. There's nobody around to revive me.
Just the other day, I was trying to sell something on Facebook, and I think I creeped a lady out on accident.
Yeah, what'd you do?
She was like, I can come pick up today, and I was like, sure, we'll have to do contactless pickup, so can you Venmo me? It was like $15. I was like, can you Venmo me the money, and I'll put it out for you? Anyhow. So she was like, I would feel more comfortable if I saw it first, and I was like, okay, would you like me to send you a video? because I was busy that day, so I couldn't like go give it to her
Yeah.
when she got there. And so she basically was like, "No, I need to see it in person." I was like, "It really works. I just like changed all the batteries." And yeah, she was like, "Never mind, I'm good." And I was like, "Okay, sorry." She thought I
Probably
was a
should have just.
scammer.
Yeah, you probably should have just said a different day.
I messaged her again after that. I was like, "Hey, I was just busy. So like if you want to get it, you can come like and pay for it after you look at it
Yeah, well, now it
if you
sounds
want
even
it."
more like a scam because you're only coming up with the excuse
Exactly.
later.
I know. It was a mistake.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Good grenade.
Bogus.
They're flanking. Let's flank too. Me and you, homie. Come on. Homie,
I'm
you
coming,
want
I'm
to flank?
coming. Relax. Just give me a minute. Let me get this treasure real quick.
Okay.
There we go. I always have to be really careful about how I word it too when I like talk to somebody like that. If it's something I'm trying to get from somebody else, because I always like want to know where they are, but then at the same time, there's not a good way to ask somebody where are you or like what's your address without sounding creepy, like just
Right.
automatically. Like, so what's your
Watch out.
house?
There's a guy.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Oh. Like, I promise I won't come there tonight. I'll come there tomorrow. What? Aw, really? Wow. Bad, bad, bad.
Let's take over this middle room.
Oh.
On the side.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Get that guy. There we go.
How did he get past everybody?
I shot him. He just didn't go down. Watch out. There's a guy coming. Oh.
Another guy down right in front of you, homie.
Yeah, I was trying to come around and get him. I thought he was actually not down. I thought he was still alive, so I was like worried he was going to
We
get me on
gotta
the
stay
ledge.
here. We gotta stay here.
I'm
This
here.
is a good place.
There's a guy coming on my side.
Okay. Gotcha.
And now there's a guy in the middle too that might be trying to come in.
It's okay. There's mines everywhere. We're good. Watch out, there's one guy right there. Two
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, they got me with a grenade.
Oh,
That was sneaky. Dirty
a
play.
little bit.
Oh yeah, thank you. Woo!
You're welcome.
Oh no. Oh, I'm good. For now.
No, no, I died.
Ah! I died now. Greg.
Woo, no.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
I've died 7 times and we're not even halfway through.
What are you doing? Oh no! What is that? I totally downed that guy, but he didn't actually go down. I heard like the down sound, but he
annoying.
didn't actually go down. What is that? Uh-oh. There's a guy coming up the stairs.
Got him.
Nice.
Got him.
Awesome. I was almost dead there. I was gonna be so downed. Because I was using my strength to like knock that other guy out. Or I mean like, you know, KO him. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alright. I'm cool.
Oh, that mine placement was just mwah, chef's kiss. Oh, it was good.
They're hiding around the corner.
Got him. Sweet.
Uh-oh. Somebody get downed or killed? Oh yeah, somebody got killed. Oh no. Yeah, get him! Get him! Woo! Yeah, baby. Haha. That's awesome. Ooh. Oh, my hunter's got one. You get him?
Oh, I threw my freaking El Dorado off the map.
Oh no. Oh, I'm
That was
down.
lame.
I'm down. Oh shoot. Thank you. Wow. That's what we call a not well placed El Dorado. Oh, and then you just committed suicide.
Yeah.
What did we just say about euthanasia?
Hey, that was just regular suicide, okay?
Yeah,
Nobody
okay.
assisted me there.
Well, sometimes the guys with the guns might have. You know. I'm dead.
We did it! We did it, Joe! We did it! Are you familiar with that Kamala Harris quote?
I don't think I am yet. No.
Wow.
What was that referring to?
When they won the election.
Oh, really?
She was like, "We did it, Joe. We did
We
it."
did it.
It was really funny.
Kamala Harris is kind of like a car wreck. Like, I don't want to look because it's really bad. But at the same time, you can't look away.
Oh, that was so bad. Oh, that was a car wreck.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, up top,
Yeah,
up top.
there's a guy coming.
Oh, man! No way! No way! Oh, we're so... That was like 3 people he got with that grenade. That is terrible. The worst ever. Well, now we're tied up where we were ahead. Come on. I know that Joe Biden recently said something about how he worked for Kamala Harris. Did you hear that? He's like, oh yeah, Kamala Harris, I work for her up in the White House or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Yes,
There it is! Boom!
Woo-woo.
Hey, and my ratio isn't too bad. Not great, but not too bad.
No,
Had less
no, that's
deaths than
good.
you.
That's good. Yeah, I died one too many times, literally.
What? It's again,
Dying.
it's not that big of a deal as long as you really pump it up on the numbers. You know, if you're like you've got twice as many downs as you have deaths, and also twice as many KOs, then it's like not a big deal.
I see
You
what
weren't
you're
quite
saying.
there, but you were close.
Yeah, I like to keep my deaths like 5 and below every game. Doesn't matter how good my other numbers are, because then the blame could never be on me, you know? What?
Oh my goodness, this really, really weird video that I don't know if this is real or fake, but it's like somebody who pokes a cow in the leg, an upper like leg, and it like looks as though like milk is spilling out of the leg.
Oh, that's actually
Uh,
like a blemish,
oh,
kinda.
that's what it is. Ugh, that's disgusting looking.
It's called an abscess. Yeah, they're pretty
Okay.
gross.
Well, I mean, just saying, I just saw it for like 2 seconds, and I was like, "Is that milk coming out of the leg?" You know, because it's white. It's all white.
Hilarious. Do you like raw milk, or like do you guys eat organic? Or do
Ah,
you just
dude,
eat
you're
kind of
so you are
anything?
so like you're like you're right on it with that. You and this other girl would be besties, except for the Catholicism thing. Maybe you could talk her out of it. Because
That's
other than
funny.
that, you guys are like, you'd be besties. You know? No, I
Okay,
think
so
that's
you're telling me you don't eat organic?
no. I think I think there's like to me a banana is a banana. It's organic because it's a banana. Okay. And you're gonna argue with that,
Wait,
I'm sure, but
wait. Why, you didn't get the COVID vaccine, but why?
huh?
You didn't
Why?
get the COVID vaccine. Why? Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. They had like no testing. They just like threw it together in like 6 months, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine." It didn't even have FDA approval. It was an emergency approval where they were like, "Yeah, well, normally we would want to, do years of testing, but you know, circumstances being what they are, let's just push it through and ram it through, and then force everybody to take it, and then tell everyone that it's perfectly fine, and there's not going to be any, side effects whatsoever." Like that right there is the biggest lie you could possibly imagine, because any normal person would say there's a side effects to anything, any vaccination there's going to be some sort of side effect. I mean, when you have a freaking commercial for some sort of random pill that they're hawking, they have like the whole like fine print where they're like, okay, this could cause drowsiness and could cause suicidal thoughts, and this could cause that. So if anyone's telling you there's not going to be any side effects, they're lying. It's just
Gotcha.
plain and simple. So I mean, I think it was just, to me, it was just like common sense that it was a big sham because of all the dirty lies that they were saying. And then like now I won 200%, happy about like my decision, is now even all the things that I was saying, like, before, like basically before even people were taking it, are what they are admitting to, of like being like, well, if you get this, you'll definitely won't get, COVID, and you won't spread it. And I was like, there's no way they even know that. They have no testing,
Oh, so many, so
And then they
many.
were like, yeah, well, we didn't actually know that, but then we just told people because we were like, we really wanted them to get it. And I was
Right.
like, okay, well, definitely I should be trusting you with what I put in my body all of a sudden. Because you've been
Right.
lying to me this whole time. You want me to but I was lying to you before, but now I'm definitely not. Don't worry about it. You know. But again, I also said, you know, like because of that, I question everything now more. But I'm not saying that I'm throwing the baby out with the bathwater of just like all vaccines, I guess, per se. But I'm saying, you know, I question everything more now. Like I'm saying, like, I'll give you an example. Like, I don't really know a whole lot about the polio vaccine, but at the same time, the polio vaccine has been around for a long time. Polio is pretty bad. It seems to have eradicated it, for as far as I can tell.
Nope.
And,
Polio was eradicated before the vaccine even came out. Just another lie they tell you.
okay, well, let me just get my thoughts out, okay?
Ooh,
And
our
I'm
friend
just saying,
died.
huh?
Okay, nobody was pulling him off the ledge. I was just checking. Nobody pulled him off the ledge.
Uh-huh. And then, you know, I'm just saying they've had literally like probably like 100 years at this point to have tested the polio vaccine. You know, so that's a pretty good sample size. So I don't know if I would say I'm against the polio vaccine, but I'm against the COVID vaccine for the reasons I already stated, and I'm also against silly vaccines like the chickenpox vaccine, which we already discussed. Because I think that's silly. Does that make sense?
Yep. Well, I think that if I could bring this back, I'm coming. Don't crawl out.
No, that's too late. They had people on behind me and in front of me, because if I had crawled forward, I would have got out of the fire, but then there were people in the building who were going to see me.
Oh, I see.
I was dead on DOA. Anyway, you were saying?
I was gonna bring it back to...
Tag!
Sorry.
I'm down. Nah, I'm dead. Ah, no, we're both dead. Crud.
I was gonna bring it back to organic foods.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think that COVID is causing a lot of health issues.
Yep.
Because it's genetically modifying you. And that's not the way God intended your structure to be.
Yep.
And I think in the same way, genetically modified food is not full nutrition. And then when you add pesticides into the mix, which give you cancer-causing carcinogens, I think that it's just like a cocktail for illness and just horrid life.
You're not also concerned, though, about food that hasn't had any pesticides that, you know, could have gotten some sort of, like, diseases or, you know, some sort of poison from, like, dirty bugs that are getting into it?
Dirty bugs?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, different bugs that are gonna be on it and, like, you know, be laying their eggs in the fruit or whatever because they're not using the pesticides or
this guy sniped me when I was early in cover. He's coming up on us.
Yeah.
I think he's coming up.
Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Should go down low.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hanging.
Yep, I told you. What I said.
Would you? What the? Oh my goodness.
Get you?
No, I was right next to him and my guy would not kick him off, or he should have been able to kick him off, and that guy didn't even know I was there, and it didn't work. I like tried to kick him off like 4 times.
No,
now I'm just gonna die.
These guys are cheating. This guy, yeah. Most definitely cheating. Let me see what his name was. N8WDWG is lagging.
Have you seen the movie Dirty? I'm trying to remember what it's called. Like Dirty Waters, I think.
No, I don't really watch movies too often.
Why not? Well, you should check it out. I think you.
Attention span.
I think you should watch it just because I think you would find it interesting. I would like your thoughts on it. Basically, it's about this it's based on a true story about like this. I think this corporation that's like I think is dumping like chemicals and it's getting into like the water supply, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard plenty about that.
Right. But then anyway, they are like, oh no, that's not happening. That's ridiculous. And then like all the crazy stuff that they have to go through to like prove that they're, and they're in bed with the like the reason why it's so hard to prove is because the corporation is like in bed with the government, and so the government's like defending them at every turn.
Gotcha.
It's super interesting.
Oh, there's a sniper. There's a sniper behind us.
Whoa.
Alright, we're not playing like
My team?
what's it called? Offensive. We're not playing offensive enough.
What? Oh, come on. There's also like another one you might like called like a movie called I think it has like two different titles, but either way you can find it from either one. I think at one point it was called Just Percy, and at another point it was called Percy versus Goliath. And that movie is about like how this guy is a farmer, and he gets his initially he gets his like seeds for what he plants from a company, right? Mm-hmm. And then but then after that he like saves his seeds from that come off of the plants naturally to replant them, and then come on, the seed company essentially sues him and says that he's stealing their product just by collecting his own seeds off that have come off of his own plant that he planted. Ooh. Oh no.
Coming.
What is going on? Like they're getting me from I'm like undercover.
Oh!
Yeah, see like it's bogus, man. Like I'm undercover and like and they get you.
We need to move out of here.
I can't do anything in this game. I've done absolutely nothing good.
It's alright. They just want to camp there because they're about to win. I really don't know how we get past this.
It's over for us. Oh.
Are you just running in?
Yeah, why not? It's over already.
It's not over till it's over.
It's over.
Oh, I was the last kill.
See, I didn't even die. At least not that time. I died plenty before that, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I try not to worry about what I eat too much. I just make good choices where I can, and the rest is in God's hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bizarro you, she gets raw milk delivered to her house.
I love raw milk.
So gross.
Cause you don't like to shake up the cream.
I wouldn't want to have anything to do with that, no. And I also don't want to die from whatever is in the milk beforehand and before they like clean it.
Interesting. You, I, when you find like a good farm ran by good people who care about their herd, it's better for you and safer than buying milk off the store. And safer, I mean like yes, the store boils their milk, they pasteurize their milk, but
Yeah.
the
Well,
cows, the cows at these like factories, they impregnate them continuously and have them on their milking machines for like a few hours a day. So
mm-hmm.
these like cows have like ulcers on their udders and like that video you just saw with the abscess. They have multiple abscesses because they're on their feet for too long and on hard ground. They walk in their poop and get infections and it's just really nasty. So you're basically eating like a bunch of or drinking like a bunch of milk with cow pus in it that's just been boiled to be technically not going to really hurt you, but it's still kind of gross if you think about it.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. I'm just saying I feel like overall, I, I trust pasteurization. They've been doing it for a long time, but you know, again, I respect your beliefs and you can think what you want to think. You know, I'm not going
You
to tell you
res-
not
you
to.
you respect pasteurization because they've been doing it for a long time, but
Well,
they've
not
been
like
doing
saying like that. I'm just saying, yeah, I mean, I don't, I guess I'm just saying, no, they're going to get me. Oh, where did he go? There he is. Ah, I'm down. I'm so dead. I guess maybe we should put. Maybe we should put it like this. I'm not worried. I'm less worried about that process than drinking unpasteurized milk, which worries me more. So you're worried about the other side of it, and so you choose. You may choose to do the opposite. So how about that? Like, how about this? If you want to get conspiratorial, like I feel like there's a better chance, at least in my opinion, that there could be something nefarious about like all the weird stuff that they put in regular uh, like city water. Because I don't understand why you need to put
yes.
stuff in water. Just like let it be water. You know, leave the water alone. What did it do to you? Than I am about the milk, I guess. And then also that's the milk is typically run by even if it's large companies, they're typically like family-owned companies, even if they're really big, but they're on their own. They come from individual farms and yada yada yada. Versus the water, which is typically controlled, from the city, is controlled by the government, and the government, as we all know, is evil.
There's most definitely nasty stuff in the water, and there's
I,
also nasty stuff in the air. So,
what do
have
you
you
mean
ever heard of
by the air?
Oh, I'm about to tell you. Have you ever
Okay.
heard of chemtrails?
Term sounds familiar to me, but I don't know what it means. No,
So,
or if I do, I don't remember.
there are different kinds of chemtrails,
Dag.
but one of the most prevalent kinds of chemtrails are cloud seeding. So the government controls the weather by cloud seeding. You can look it up. It's not a conspiracy. Like, it's actually something they do. But the chemicals that they use to cloud seed are actually pretty harmful. And along with that, like, because apparently... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. That was a little bit of...
alright. No, there's one up in this building here.
Okay.
Oh, he jumped out. On the side. Oh, he got me. He was hiding behind the door.
Over here. They spawned
yeah.
over here. Oh no.
Crud.
Whoa,
What you saw?
Christmas is doing cloud seeding?
Cloud seeding.
Yeah. Like planting a seed.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. You should read up on it.
Man. Did you see that recently? I'm assuming you probably don't like Elon Musk, but recently he's been going after George Soros, and then of course everybody who loves, likes George Soros is like, you're being an anti-Semite just because you're criticizing George Soros, because apparently you can't criticize George Soros without being an anti-Semite.
I don't know who George Soros is, but I don't
Oh my
like
goodness.
Elon Musk.
How can you not know who George Soros is?
Just tell me who he is.
Okay, well you should do some reading up on George Soros. He's a extremely rich guy who almost seems to have his hand in every pie that you could possibly imagine, as it were. Meaning, like he funds a whole bunch of different weird stuff. He's like, a shadowy figure who is constantly funding a whole bunch of different companies and causes.
Like Bill Gates?
Exactly. He's very much like Bill Gates, but he's like almost maybe worse than Bill Gates, because at least people know who Bill Gates is. George Soros doesn't want you to know who he is, and those who know that he's very creepy. Sure, Bill Gates has a more high profile just because of, what he's done that has changed the world with, computers and so on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. George Soros, works in the behind closed doors of making shady deals with different nefarious organizations.
Watch out, there's somebody right next to us. I can't remember which way he went. While talking. Oh, he's right next to me!
Blame me! Uh-oh.
Oh, did you get him?
No, I didn't, but I'm going to revive you because I don't know where he went.
Good looks. I got him. Hunter.
If I go up there by myself, I was like, he'll kill me because I don't know where he went.
Oop, I'm down again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
One swung that way.
Yeah, I got him.
Two shooting from the outside. Yeah, Bill Gates is buying mass amounts of farmland, and he's interested in starting mosquito farms and only GMO farming. Lots of stuff. I think Bill Gates genuinely wants people to die.
I can see that. Yeah, he seems awful crazy, and he was very pro the COVID vaccine. So I already don't trust him at all. It's just because that alone, he was literally, I guess I'm not 100% sure that this is true, but I'm pretty sure I saw accounts where he was doing a lot of talking about, the best way to get people to take the COVID vaccine, because he still thinks it's a good idea. He still wants people to take it, even with all the things that have come out now about it. I was like, remember all those good things we said it did? It doesn't do any of those, but we still think you should take it. he talked about a lot about like supposedly the best way to get people to take it would be put it in the food supply or put it in the water and just incorporate it that way.
I don't think that technology is available, to be honest.
I don't know. I think you could probably put it in the water if you really wanted to. But I don't know. Like, I don't know about that thing specifically, but I'm saying definitely you can't put things in the water that are not natural in the same way. That's why there's fluoride in the water or whatever else they're putting in there.
But fluoride is like different than a chemical compound that needs to be stable.
Yeah. What about food? You don't think you could put it in food?
No, I don't think so. Just like I don't think COVID really could last on, like, remember how they were like, wear gloves, go grocery shopping.
It's got me.
To live on.
Well, they already and they already they already proved that like long out. They were still encouraging people to do that, even where they had already basically debunked that. And then it was like, even if it were to live on a surface, it's very rare. And if it happens at all, it's going to happen for like literally a matter of like seconds or minutes, not enough to even like transfer really to people. So they knew that a lot. They knew that for a long time and already kind of debunked that, but they were still telling people like, oh yeah, well you probably should wipe down all the surfaces and blah blah blah, because they just continued to go on with the narrative. I mean, like, stores and places were doing that for so long after that had already been debunked. Yeah. But it wasn't about the cleanliness. It was about like
control.
Well, not only control, but like for some people, it was just like about like we as a corporation, we need to make sure that we like virtue signal that we are doing so much to combat the things, even though all the things we're doing are not actual real things that need to be done. Oh, brother. No, man.
Did that. You did that.
Did what? What?
You revived me.
Yeah.
I died, but you did.
I killed the guy that killed you, but then another guy came up and killed me. So, anyway. So it was all about virtue signaling, and meaning like basically like the company wanted to like look like they were the best, at the most concerned. You know, there was an unofficial prize for whoever was like saying that they were like doing the most, essentially. And so it was all for show. It was theatrics. That's what it was. COVID theater. Oh, see, that one was a lot better. You kept your death count down, but then you had really, really high numbers. Way better than me. Obviously. But
I'm pretty sure I was all 4 of your revives, though.
Yeah. Maybe.
What do you think about plastic surgery?
Well, I guess theoretically, to me, it's. Are we talking what is your definition of plastic surgery? Because there's like plastic surgery.
Not reconstructive, like cosmetic plastic surgery.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm against it. It's silly. It's bad for you, unless it's for an actual medical purpose of like reconstructive surgery, like what we're talking about, what we already established. So I think there's a place for the practice of just meaning like if you're doing it, to replace something like so for somebody who's like in the same way, I guess, of you're a woman who had breast cancer or whatever, that's reconstructive, that's fine. But yeah, if you're trying to just like, take out your wrinkles or, whatever it is, or make your lips big, or whatever that is. I don't know. That stuff is crazy.
I agree, it's not good for you. It probably is crazy, but I'm also like, even though I know that, I'm kind of for it.
Why? You're
uh,
like, I want them to put chemicals in my body, just not,
no,
but not
no,
in my
I know
milk.
it's not good. No, I know it's not good for you. I know it's not good for you. But I'm kind of for it just because, and I say that just because I want like certain procedures in the future. So it's biased.
Well, you should learn that that's unnecessary, and that's
Yeah, it's
vanity.
unnecessary. Yeah, it is. You're right.
You know, I think I would really go down to the point where like it's the same way of like unless it's fixing an abnormality, you should just be content with the way that God made you, and then somebody who is like, whoa, what about cosmetic surgery? You do that? What's wrong with that? If you're okay with that, why aren't you okay with sex changes? It's a form of cosmetic surgery, right?
Oh, this guy was waiting for me.
Dag.
I'm not for plastic surgery that's like really what's the word for it?
Gotti.
Yeah, sure, got it. Like I kind of like
Bougie.
restorative plastic surgery. Like say you have like a saggy old face and you get a facelift. Like,
I
cause
think.
you once had it, but I do agree that it's vain to watch you like stay young. Yeah.
I had an epic battle with the guy hanging on the ledge. I was just trying to like shoot him off, and he was trying to shoot from the ledge. I won though. I triumphed. Well, again, I think this is where you should do everything you can to take care of yourself, and I'm not saying that I'm a beacon of an example, but I think you should do everything you can to take care of yourself physically by eating healthy and exercising, and then those are the natural ways for God created for you to maintain your looks as long as you can, but then at the same time you need to embrace the aging process because it's natural and what God intended. At least
Right.
after the fall.
I don't think God intended it, but I see what you're saying.
He intended it after the fall. That's how I'm saying. After sin, that's how it was supposed to be.
I got kicked.
What? Were you hiding?
No. My husband might be playing something.
Uh-oh. Dagnabbit! Oh, now I'm gonna die. We've only got 4 people, and hey, too many quitters is in here. Oh, it's 'cause I'm talking to you. That's why I can't hear him. After this, you wanna like try to pair up with some other people?
Someone invited me like an hour ago, and they're still on. I don't know if they stay.
Who did?
Alex Deliverance. We played with him a few times.
Okay. So see, this is where you need to take advantage of this time and talk about something that you really are passionate about, so you can't get distracted from the gameplay. And then we can actually focus on playing the game after that. Alright?
I'm passionate about a lot of things. It's too wide
Uh-huh.
a floor.
Yeah, well. You and Bizarro, man, you would be right in there, you know? Like, she's very passionate about all the things.
I do think that you should try and eat organic as much as possible.
I think it's a scam. They're just charging you
Why?
more for putting a label on there that says organic, and it's the same thing. I think it's a scam.
No, they have to have it as organic. It costs
Yeah.
them money to even be labeled as organic. It's it's proven. Also, I think that uh, the reason why we see like such a dramatic increase in infertility and cancers and birth defects and much more are
Mm-hmm.
because of the way that people are eating. Whole foods are obviously the better choice for you. Organic foods are the better choice for you. If it weren't so, then how God made it. In the Garden of Eden, they didn't have pesticides. All that jazz.
Well, we don't know actually per se if, like, you know, after the Garden of Eden, whether they didn't formulate their own, you know, like form of that, you know, because people are going to use the brains that God gave them to develop different technologies, even, you know, like in developing, you know, that'd be like saying, you know, oh, I don't believe we should have chariots, you know, we should, back in the day, be like, oh, we shouldn't be riding in chariots because God gave us horses, you know, we shouldn't be putting chariots and horses on chariots.
Well, pesticides kill.
Yeah, they kill bugs.
Obviously, yes, and obviously that wasn't in the original blueprint. Death wasn't in the original blueprint.
Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely true, for sure. I agree with that. 100%. Ah! But I'm saying, so there's going to be there was going to be an order to the world of, like, when the world was sinless, and then there's going to be an order to the world after sin came into the world. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
die,
you
I'm
can
gonna die, I'm gonna die, die, die.
still have crops without pesticides, so it's not a necessity. It actually ruins the earth. It's very harmful to the earth, and we're called to be stewards of our planet.
How is it harmful to the earth?
They're chemicals that seep into the ground and affect our water, affect wildlife, affect everything. They don't just go away. And I mean, like I said before, they affect your health. So,
Yeah, and I guess I can see how you could think that for sure. I just I don't know if I don't agree with it per se, you know. But, you know, I think that's a like a secondary issue, I would say. Meaning, like, you know, I think you need to do what you think is best for you and your family in regards to that. You know, in the same way, you know, I think that's why it was so infuriating when the whole, like, COVID thing came around for me. It was like, you know, the government was trying to tell me what I needed to do and tell me how, you know, what I needed to do for my family, and instead of leaving it up to me to make the decision, you know. I think that's evil.
you make the decision. But at the same time, what were God's first instructions to man?
To multiply, be fruitful and multiply.
And next,
But that, as you said, the first. That's the answer.
first instructions. like multiple, like in the
Yeah.
first ones.
To be fruitful and multiply, and
Yeah.
then to take care of the animals, but you don't want to do. To have
I
dominion
think
over
that we
them,
should. Yeah,
and
I think we should.
then to be fruitful, multiply, and also be good stewards of all things, including the animals and the earth in general. But at the same time, I think the earth is for us. I think we're supposed to be able to use it. Woo! You still there? Oh, I'm gonna get that guy. Ooh. Help! I'm down. See, Van Moore's not here to revive me. It's okay. We're gonna win, regardless. Whoa. Yes. There we go. So, let's go back to the example of the milk thing. What do you think the milk farmers would gain from, making the milk harmful?
It's not only making the milk harmful for farmers specifically, but of course it's money. If you milk a cow more, you get to make more money. That's very simple. And when they do that, they have to follow FDA regulations so that the repercussions of them over milking their herd won't poison the population like greatly, even though it's hurting people in much more um, what's the word, like not uh, like less noticeable ways. I do think there's a nefarious governmental plan to harm people. I think that's why
Yeah.
they add vitamin D to the milk. And I don't know if you know anything about what too much vitamin D does to you, but yeah, people say, oh, vitamin D is so good for you, blah, 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 and it is. But it has to be the vitamin D from the sun specifically, not just
I'm
drinking
gonna
it.
switch over to the regular group.
Okay.
All right. Hey, what's up? You guys there? You gonna switch over to red, or we all want to go blue? Red. There we go. Okay, cool. Everybody ready, or you have one more you want to invite? Are we good? Nobody's talking. Only one. What? You find any quitters tonight? Too many quitters? Lame. Lamos. Bunch of pansies. Stop being a pansy? Or what? There you go. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work because then everybody's gonna asking you. All right, everybody's gonna be asking you, what's that mean? You're gonna have to explain that every game. I said, but if you chose that name, then that sounds like a lot of work because every single game you're gonna be explaining to people what that means because they're gonna ask. Yeah, well, there's the largest population of that, you know. Uh-oh. Do you want me to quit? Oh, it's too late. It's already loading. I tried. That wasn't the question at all. Yeah, well, she now invited us to her. Shoot, I don't know. Well, well, maybe she can just quit. Where I was the party leader and we were already in it, so I can't back out. I don't know. That's possible. But now she's inviting me to her group. We can go over there. You ready? I'll invite you. There you go. Witchcraft. She's a witch. What's that? Telekinesis. Yeah. I've been watching too much Stranger Things. Oh, look, I did it! Nice. No, like, is this for the game or a movie? Okay. Oh, okay. No. Dude. Dude. Manipulating you with the trailer. The trailer means nothing about real gameplay, probably. Mm. Dude, I wasn't gonna watch the new movie, and then I was like at a hotel one day, and then I didn't have anything to do, and I was flipping the channels, and the movie was just coming on, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll watch it, right? And I watched it, and I was like, that was the biggest mistake of my life. The new movie, I thought was terrible. It was so lame. Yeah, it was so boring and terrible. I was like, man, I'd rather watch the old cheesy ones than watch this thing. This is so bad. But they're not, because the game. I like some of the games. Like the movie was terrible. I hated it. I'm down. Hey, 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 help, help, no! Mm-hmm. You're always hungry. Well, maybe you talk about eating a lot, though. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go eat some cake. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of this. Gonna go eat some more cake. Uh-huh. No, and there was another time too where you were like, well, I'm gonna go eat. And it was like 12 or 1 o'clock at night. And it wasn't even cake. You were just like trying to eat. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Who eats at 1 o'clock in the morning? See? No, don't do that. No. See, why? What is your eating schedule? Alright, well, there you go. I don't know what that is. Some sort of protein shake, but I don't know what that is. A 4 scoop. Oh, okay. I thought you. Whoa. And then she's like gonna eat more now. And there's a up top. There's one up top. At least one. Oh no. I'm down. No, dang it. Hey, I got a good revenue out of that though before I died. Return. Uh-oh. Famor, what are you doing? Going rogue again. Yeah, I know, but you're by yourself. Going rogue. That's all I'm saying. Could have been paired up, but no. You got him. There's some more down this way. Keep going straight. They're back there. Oh! What the? Uh-oh. Keep going. Still more this way, I think. Yeah, there's one up top, at least one. There's two. He's running. Ah, down. All right, thank you. Dude, this is sad for them. This is pathetic. Like, no offense. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying I'm feeling bad for him. No, I'm saying I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying it's sad. It's a very lopsided score, is it not? You know? Whoa. See, like, I wish that these guys were actually